I used to believe that if I went to school, worked hard, and did what was expected, life would naturally fall into place. I looked at successful believers and I thought, if I can just follow their footsteps, I'll be fine. But I didn't realize that the most powerful tool for shaping my future wasn't my education, it wasn't even my connections or my effort, it was my words. For years, I spoke negatively about myself, reinforcing every struggle I faced. I failed to see that my words were setting the boundaries of my life. Every time an opportunity came that could have changed everything, I lost it. It felt like a cycle I couldn't break. A friend once told me, if words are really powerful, why don't they transform people's lives? That question haunted me. I knew words had the power to destroy, but could they truly create? When I started learning about how to communicate positively, it wasn't easy for me. I wasn't sure if I was doing it right, but then something shifted. As I changed my words, my life began to change. Now, after 7 years as a communicator, I've learned some powerful truths, ones that could shift everything for you. Let me show you how. Most people underestimate the power of their words. They see communication as nothing more than a way to express their thoughts, share opinions, or get things done. But words do more than just carry meaning. They create reality. If you doubt this, consider one of the most overlooked truths in the Bible. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. That's the book of John chapter 1 verse 1. This verse isn't just about a theology, it's a revelation about God's creative power of words. God didn't build the universe with his hands. He spoke it into existence. He said, let there be light, and there was light. If we are made in his image, then it stands to reason that our words have the capacity to create things too. But here is where it gets interesting. Your words don't just affect your external world, they also program your subconscious mind, determining what you believe is possible. Words are more than sounds, they are blueprints. I want you to imagine your words as the architect's blueprint for a house. Before a single brick is laid, the blueprint defines what the final structure will look like. If the blueprint is flawed, the house will be flawed. If the blueprint is strong, the house will stand firm. Your words are the blueprints of your life. Every time you speak, you reinforce a design in your mind, whether good or bad. It will begin filtering out opportunities and reinforcing failure. Say, I always find a way to succeed. Your mind will start searching for solutions. Psychologists call this confirmation bias. Your brain constantly seeks evidence to confirm what you believe. If you tell yourself that life is hard and unfair, your brain will highlight every struggle and obstacle, reinforcing that belief. But if you tell yourself that opportunities are everywhere, suddenly doors you never noticed begins to open. Neuroscience backs this up. Dr. Andrew Newberg, a neuroscientist at Thomas Jefferson University, he discovered that positive words like love, peace, and joy strengthen the brain's frontal lobe. That part is responsible for problem solving and emotional regulation. On the other hand, negative words trigger the amygdala, that's the brain's fear center, releasing stress hormones that impair cognitive function. In other words, your words physically shape your brain. This is why scripture says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those that love it, they eat of its fruits thereof. You see that in the book of Proverbs chapter 18 verse 21. Whether you realize it or not, you are constantly eating the fruit of your words. Have you ever noticed that unsuccessful people have a predictable way of talking? They use phrases like, that's impossible, I will never be able to do that. People like me don't get those kind of opportunities. These words are like chains, locking them into their current reality. Worse, they spread this mindset as a virus, infecting others around them. That's why successful people are very selective about who they allow into their space or cycles. If you want to rise higher, You have to avoid using loser language. Drop people from your network who constantly speak defeat. You don't have to explain yourself to them, just distance yourself. I want to teach you how to reverse the course, and this is the law of alignment. If you have been speaking negatively about yourself for years, how do you break free? It is simple, by applying the law of alignment. What does the law of alignment state? The law of alignment states that your words, your thoughts, and actions must be in agreement with the reality of what you want to create. If you are out of alignment, your progress will always feel like a struggle. Example, imagine trying to drive a car with the wheels out of alignment. No matter how hard you steer, the car pulls in the wrong direction. You have to fight against it just to stay on course. This is what happens when you say you want success, but your words contradict that desire. Many times we confuse our angels because we are speaking both negative and positive things at the same time. You say you want financial freedom, but you speak constantly about how broke you are. You say you want confidence, but you call yourself shy and awkward. You say you want a better future, but you always talk about how your past defines you. When your words contradict your goals, you sabotage yourself without even realizing it. Now, I'm going to give you some steps on how you can break free from this. You speak what you seek until you see what you said. That's the first step. Speak what you seek until you see what you said. The first step to shifting your reality is to intentionally speak words that align with where you want to go. This isn't about just lying to yourself. It's about training yourself. Jesus said something very interesting. He said, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. And you see that in the book of Matthew 17 verse 20. Notice that he didn't say to wish the mountain away. No, he said to speak to it. This is where most people fail. They keep thinking about change, but they never declare it. The key is to speak your desired future as if it's already happening. So instead of saying I'm always broke, you can say wealth flows to me in unexpected ways. Instead of saying I'm not good at this, you can say I'm learning quickly and improving every day of my life. It might feel strange at first, but your brain will begin adapting to new reality. Now, the second step is to make your word become flesh. Make your word become flesh. The book of John chapter 1 verse 14 says, the word became flesh and dwelt among us. This is not just a theological truth, it's a principle for life. Your words must become flesh. This means that you must begin to take action that matches what you speak. You see, if you say I'm disciplined, I'm focused, but you procrastinate all the day, your words will have no power. And that's the simple truth. If you say I'm confident, but you shrink back from challenges, your words are empty. Your words must become your embodied reality. The moment you start acting in alignment with what you have declared, everything begins to shift. Now, the third step is to replace I can't with how can I. There is one simple mindset shift that separates successful people from failures. Failures say, I can't. Successful people say, how can I? Instead of saying, I can't afford it, I don't have the money, ask, how can I create the income to afford it? Instead of saying, I can't find good opportunities, ask, how can I position myself to attract better opportunities? Instead of saying, I'm not good at this, ask, how can I practice to improve? You see, this one shift forces your brain to start looking for solutions instead of reinforcing limitations. I want you to understand that you're always prophesying over your life. Whether you realize it or not, every word that you speak is a prophecy over your future. You are either speaking life or death. You are either speaking success or failure. You are either speaking faith or fear. The good news is that you can change your prophecy at any time. If you start speaking words of life, and you begin to align your actions with your words, and you refuse to entertain negative speech, you begin to see radical transformation in your life. See, you have the power to reshape your reality. It all starts with the words you speak to yourself daily, and you can begin to choose to speak the right words today. Now, I'm going to give you a process on how to transform your life, and this is by changing your words. Now that you understand the power of your words and how they shape your reality, I'm going to teach you how to apply this knowledge to your life. You need to change the way you speak. And changing the way you speak is not just about saying nice things. No, it's about rewiring your mindset. It's about shifting your belief system. It's about aligning your words with your desired future. Now, here is a very simple but powerful process to help you break free from negative speech and start speaking life into your circumstances. 1. Identify and eliminate loser language. The first step to transformation is awareness. Most people don't even know or realize how often they speak words of failure, doubt, and limitation. If you want to change your life, you must first recognize and eliminate destructive language. And some of the common loser languages, which I stated earlier, are: that's impossible, I'm not good at that, I will never be successful, I always have bad luck, I'm just not meant for great things. Solution: start monitoring your speech. Whenever you catch yourself using negative languages, just stop and correct it immediately. Instead of saying I can't, say how can I? Instead of saying I always fail, say I'm learning and improving every day of my life. Number 2, speak what you want, not what you see. Speak what you want, not what you see. I hope you're writing it down. Speak what you want, not what you see. Many people make the mistake of speaking about their current problems, and instead of declaring their future solutions. If all you do is to talk about how bad things are, you reinforce your struggles. Instead, start speaking about where you want to go. A biblical example in the book of Genesis chapter 17 verse 5. God told Abraham, I've made you the father of many nations. Even when Abraham had no children, God spoke the future into existence before it happened. God spoke the future into existence before it happened. Now here's a practical application. Instead of saying I'm broke, say I'm attracting new opportunities for wealth. I want you to say that with me. Instead of saying I will never be confident, say I'm growing in boldness every day of my life. Instead of saying my life is a mess, say my life is aligning with God's purpose for my life. I said this earlier and I'm reiterating it again. You are not lying to yourself. You are setting the direction for your life with your words. 3. Replace complaints with declarations. Complaining is one of the fastest ways to block your blessings. And every time you complain, you reinforce negativity into your life. So instead of focusing on what is wrong, start making faith-based declarations about your future. Example: stop complaining, I hate my job, nothing ever changes. Now declare with me, I'm preparing for the next level of my career. New doors are opening for me. Instead of complaining, I'm always tired and overwhelmed. Declare with me, I'm full of energy and focus. I have clarity in everything I do. Your words have the power to shift your reality, and make sure they are working for you, not against you. The 4th thing you need to do, you need to surround yourself with people who speak life. You see, words are contagious. If you surround yourself with people who constantly speak negativity, it will affect your mindset. You need to be very intentional about the voices you allow into your life. And I think you should write this down. You need to be intentional about the voices you allow into your life. Here are some signs you need to cut someone off your life. 1, they constantly talk about failure, struggle, and hopelessness. Number 2, they always criticize and discourage your dreams. 3, They always mock the idea that words have power. Now, here is an action step to take. If you can't completely avoid negative people, such as your family members or your co-workers, you can limit your exposure and counter their negativity by speaking faith-filled words over yourself. Find a community of people who believe in speaking life and encouragement. And if you would like to join a community like that, click on the link on the description below. I have a community of believers where I guide them and train them on how they can speak positive words over their lives. Number 5, you need to align your action with your words. I said this earlier that it is not enough to just speak positive words. You have to back them up with action. If you declare success but your actions don't align, your words lose power. If you say, I'm disciplined and focused, but you procrastinate every day, your words will be empty. If you say, I'm attracting great opportunities to me, but you never step outside your comfort zone, you are blocking your blessings. So the solution is every day ask yourself, are my actions matching my declarations? If not, just adjust your behavior. The 6th step you need to take is to start your day with what I call power statements. The words you speak in the morning set the tone for your entire day. So instead of starting your day with worry, doubt, stress, you have to begin with powerful declarations which aligns to your destiny. And I do this every single day of my life. And here are some morning power statements that you can declare over your life every morning. You can say, I'm strong, I'm confident, I'm full of purpose, I'm the world's greatest. Everything I touch prospers and succeeds. I walk in divine favor and doors open for me effortlessly. My words create the reality I desire. I want you to say this out loud with conviction every morning. Over time, your mind will start believing and aligning with these truths. Number 7, you need to trust the process and stay consistent. Changing your words won't produce overnight miracles, and this is where many people lose out in this journey. It will create a long-term transformation. Just like planting seeds, your words spoken over time will begin to grow and manifest. So you need to stay consistent and don't allow temporary setbacks make you fall from this consistent routine. Biblical principle, let's not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we shall reap our harvest if we don't give up. That's the book of Galatians chapter 6 verse 9. Your words are your seeds, and you need to keep planting them daily, keep sowing them, and you are going to reap the harvest of success, favor, and breakthroughs. Finally, I want you to know that the life you desire is already within your reach. It all starts with your words. You have the ability to create, attract, and shape your future by speaking words of life, faith, and purpose. You need to eliminate negative speech. Speak what you want, not just what you see. Replace complaints with declarations. Surround yourself with the right people. Align your actions with your words. And start each day with powerful affirmation. Stay consistent and trust the process. I promise you, if you apply the steps, you'll start noticing shifts in your mindsets, circumstances, and overall, your whole life entirely. Your words carry power. Use them wisely. Thanks for watching. If you love this video, I'd like you to click on the like button and subscribe to this channel. Drop a valuable comment in the comment section and tell me what you learned. I'll see you soon.